Welcome to the Adoption Roadmap Podcast, your go-to guide through the beautiful, complex, and transformative journey of adoption. I'm Rebecca Greenspan, a single mom through adoption consultant for over a decade, author of the Adoption Roadmap book, and your trusted guide. In each episode, we dive into real experiences, expert insights, and the raw, honest truths that you will need to navigate your journey. Whether you're just beginning, in the thick of it, or well past placement, you'll find support and community here to help you navigate this unique path with confidence and love. Adoption isn't all rainbows and butterflies. It is life-changing and worth every bit of effort. Let's learn, grow, and journey together on the Adoption Roadmap Podcast. Hi, thank you so much for pressing play. I am thrilled that you found us. I'm Rebecca Greenspan, the founder and CEO of RG Adoption Consulting. I wanted to give you a little glimpse into what it might look like to join the RG Adoption Consulting family and work with us. We have a proprietary 4-step process that we use for every single person that works for us, and it's been proven to have huge success. So what does that look like? Step 1 is called demystifying adoption, and it's exactly that. We want you to have a full understanding of what this process looks like before you jump with 2 feet in. So we're going to have you listen to a series of recordings that takes you from the home study, which is the very first step, all the way through finalization and beyond. You might not even know what I'm talking about right now, but that's exactly why we start with this particular step. I'll guide you through the ins and outs of the process, and more importantly, I'm going to talk to you through stuff that's not written down, the things that only experience can teach you. Once you kind of get the lay of the land, then you're going to go to step number 2, which is creating your adoption profile or the storybook of your life. It only takes one expectant mother to connect with you, so we want to give her something to connect with. We work with one of the best adoption profile designers in the industry, and we are so lucky to have her expertise and her team's expertise, as well as the expertise of your consultants and people who have been through the process. We will guide you through the exact process to create an unmistakably you adoption profile that stands out to help the right expectant mom feel without question that you are the perfect parent for her baby. The adoption profile is so important because it is the sole tool standing between you and becoming the parent of your child who you are hoping and dreaming to adopt. That is what she uses to choose who she wants to parent her child. Step number 3 is applying to agencies. Now, let me give you a little anecdote here. If you are going to a financial planner with $1 million to invest, do you think she would tell you to put all of that $1 million into one stock? I hope not, because if you think about it, the way you're going to get the best bang for your buck is probably to diversify your money. And that's the exact same approach that we take. Instead of putting $20,000 down with one agency, my philosophy is, why not be in front of as many expectant mothers as you possibly can at one time, which might mean to apply to multiple agencies with very low upfront fees. So what does that look like? Well, we work with agencies who have a $0 upfront fee all the way, I'd say at the very top end, $3,900. But on average, it's going to be between, I don't know, $7,500 or $750 to $2,000. So for that amount of money, for about $5,000, you can be signed up with about 3 agencies, which is kind of our magic number. On top of that, though, because of my huge network of agencies and attorneys across the country, I will often get situations sent to me through them asking for a particular family. I'm able to then share that with our families, our clients, as an added bonus to get their profile in front of an expectant mom. Doesn't that sound like it could be helpful? I think so too. The key is finding reputable agencies, asking all the right questions up front to make sure that you are at the right place at the right time with the right people. And we do all of that legwork for you. Step 4, I have called from vetting situations to preparing for the hospital. This is everything that's happening after a match, all the support and resources that you could need. So it helps to have the support of someone who knows exactly what you're going through because we've been there, not just legally, but mentally and emotionally. And the most important thing, knowing the questions, the right questions to ask, because we see situations every single day. We can help you to understand what those questions are that you should be asking, what to look for when you're presented to a potential adoption situation, and in hopes that you will be chosen. Because the fact is, when you say you want to present and you get chosen, that's it. You're expected to move forward. So we want to make sure that you are going in with eyes wide open. We'll give you all the support that you need. And throughout that, there are 2 things that I find to be the most essential pieces of an adoption journey. And that is having an amazing community lifting you up and standing by you to provide you everything that you need while totally understanding what you're going through. And the second piece is education. We can't stress enough how important it is to continue educating and learning about what it means to parent a child through adoption. So we have countless ways that you can continue learning and feeling supported, not just from your consultant and not just from our community, but from outside professionals and other resources that will help guide you along the way. These are resources that you can only get when you are working with RG Adoption Consulting. One question I always get asked is the cost of adoption. It continues to rise, and what I want to tell you is that you should expect somewhere between $50,000 to $60,000 on average. We hope it'll be a lot less. It could be more. And no matter what happens financially along the way, we are going to help you be able to continue your journey forward until you become the parent you are dreaming of becoming. And we hope and pray that RG Adoption Consulting will be the ones to hold your hand and walk next to you with compassion and honesty along the way. We hope to talk to you soon. Best of luck. Well, I hope you enjoyed that episode of the Adoption Roadmap podcast. If you did, I have a few favors to ask of you. First, please hit subscribe so you never miss an episode. And while you're at it, I'd love to hear your takeaways. Please write a review and let me know what you liked. And if you have a question or a suggestion on what you'd like to hear, I'd love to hear that too. Please shoot me an email at support@rgadoptionconsulting.com and let me know what you'd like to hear about. And if you have a question, I may just answer it online. Thanks again for listening. Tune in every Wednesday and Friday morning for a brand new episode of the Adoption Roadmap podcast. Until next time, bye-bye.